Beyond politics and above organized religion, a moral authority exists known globally as the ageless wisdom. It is the study of consciousness, the mystery of awareness, which cannot be measured yet will not be denied. This podcast from Michael Benner's Ageless Wisdom Salon features lessons in metaphysics, mysticism, and esoteric philosophy. Those who attend live on Zoom may also participate in group meditation and roundtable discussions. Register for our newsletter at michaelbenner.com. Welcome to the Ageless Wisdom Mystery School with Michael Benner.
So if you will, close your eyes, get comfortable in your chairs, and take a few nice, slow, deep breaths. Feeling strength and power as you inhale, ideally through the nose. And as you exhale, create a feeling of relaxation, a letting go feeling. And do that 3 or 4 times. And slow it down. Feel yourself settling in, feeling safer and more relaxed with each breath. Feel the chair supporting you, feel the floor beneath your feet. Become aware of yourself, not as your body, but as your awareness of having a body. Not as your emotional feelings, your moods or attitudes, but as your awareness of how you feel. Not as your thoughts, your ideas, or your beliefs, but as your awareness of thinking. That feels like a letting go, like a taking one step back. I am aware of my thoughts, but I am more than the thinker. I'm aware of my emotions, particularly when they get big and overwhelming. And sometimes I get drawn into them reflexively. But as I relax, move into altered states of expanded awareness, I recognize that I am aware, even now increasingly aware of how I feel. I have a body. I'm not my body any more than I have a car, I have a house. I am not my car, I am not my house. My body is an instrument, a vehicle. I'm aware of my body. Just as I am aware through my physical senses of the impress of the world around me. That which I see and hear, reach out and touch, taste and smell. Although these senses are mere slivers, little narrow fragments of all the vibrations available to me. They are limited in their scope, and yet wondrous and miraculous in what they reveal to me as I discern them in my brain. By now your breathing has become normal. Move your awareness gently to the bottom of your nose. Perhaps to that septum, that ridge of cartilage between the nostrils or the rims of the nostrils. And as awareness, observe your body breathing itself autonomically, all by itself. No need for volition or will. And nothing to judge. There's no good or bad, no right or wrong about the way the body breathes itself. Simply be curious, even fascinated by the phenomena of the body breathing itself, the heart beating, the digestion of food, the working of the immune system, the firing of the neurons in your brain, and elsewhere in your body for that matter. What a wondrous thing. What a precious phenomena to have a physical body available to us and to be in this world. Lift that awareness from the bottom of your nose to the ajna, center of the forehead, at a point just slightly in front of the plane of the forehead. And between the brows, find your place there. Tune the instrument, look around, left, right, forward, back, up, down. And trust your intuition as you find that gentle pocket, a detent, a little nest, a little point of focus. The sixth chakra, known as the ajna, the third eye or the mind's eye. It corresponds to the pituitary gland and is said to be a point of integration for the three lower worlds, the physical, the emotional, and the mental. Create a line of laser light, whatever color occurs to you. Trust your first impression. That extends horizontally from the ajna back into the center of your brain. And once established, imagine moving your awareness slowly along that line of laser light, straight back from the ajna to the hollow in the head, the cave, the third ventricle in the center of your brain. And again, tune the instrument. A little forward, a little back, up, down, left, right, until it feels nested. Find your place. Extend a second line of laser light in your mind's eye. This one vertical from the cave straight up through the top of your head to and through the crown chakra on the very top of your head. And via a connection known as the Sushumna to the Oversoul above and free of form. For though we have an aspect of soul that is indwelling, we are an emanation of a soul that overshadows us on its own plane, free of form. And in a relative sense above us. And once established, stand receptive in the cave to a downward impress, a precipitation of spiritual goodness, of grace, of love and light, of wisdom and truth, of harmony and unity. You can feel its comforting nature. You can feel the peace as you stand open and receptive to this precipitation. Take a moment to contemplate the idea of committing yourself to being open to this higher nature, such that we're able to draw upon its wisdom and truth and love, to supplant the selfish and self-centered nature of the ego, of the separate, seemingly separate individual in form. As if devoting yourself to working for the greater good of all concerned, which really excludes no one or no thing. That all living beings, human beings, animals, and plants live in perfect harmony. Benefiting all. for the greater good of all. Recognizing that there is no sacrifice, no loss in committing your life to being of service to all things. For you are part of, an integral, essential part of that set of all things. Helping to transition a you or me world to a you and me world. Justice is just us. All of us. And in the same way that we are receptive to this downward impress from our infinite and eternal self, you project that forward, that devotion, that harmony, that commitment, that discipline on the horizontal, forward to and through the ajna and out into the world. And take a moment to understand more deeply, more completely, the nature of this L-shaped alignment. Receptive to your higher nature above, so that we are more effective in our contribution to the world below or before us. From the cave in the center of the head, imagine times in your life when we become stressed or worried or concerned about ourselves for any one of a number of reasons. And see that as part of a whole. Know that everyone and everything suffers. Sickness, injury, aging, death, and rebirth, and death, and rebirth, and death, and rebirth. For the experience, for the learning of it, for the understanding that transcends knowledge. The bigger concepts of who we are and why we're here and, in a sense, where we're going. And imagine viewing those personal concerns in the context of compassion for the suffering of all living beings. We're all in this together. So let's make the best of it. With peace and love and understanding. Such an idea is worthy of contemplation. Take just a minute, 1 minute, until you hear my voice again, to reflect on this idea. of committing yourself to the greater good. Whenever the opportunity presents itself, that we might expand our awareness to see the opportunity in all things, even the most dire. The opportunity for growth, for wisdom and love and contribution. Say to yourself silently and internally, identifying as my soul above and free of form, I appropriate my personality in service to the one life. As a living soul above and free of form, I appropriate my personality, my individuality, my physical nature, to serving the one life, for the greater good of all. For the greater good of the all. And feel the peace and harmony that comes from that resolution. Slowly move your awareness along that horizontal line of laser light. From the cave, moving forward slowly to the ajna before the brows. Feel yourself settle there in the ajna, as if moving back into your physical nature, coming into form. With a new, expanded sense of who you are and what you're for. Form the intention to return to the wide-awake state. Feel a gentle upward drifting, counting up slowly if you wish from 1 to 5, such that 5 in a moment will be wide awake, moving up as if in a hot air balloon into a beautiful blue sky with white puffy clouds on a perfect day. Take a nice, slow, deep inhalation, breathing in, Hold as you peak for just a moment, and as you begin to exhale, relax and open your eyes wide awake, back in the room, eyes open, wide awake, feeling fine, better than before, eyes open, wide awake, back in the room. Good.
Why?